Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at Marvel Comics Tales to Astonish number 44. Have you ever wondered how the Wasp made her debut in Marvel Comics? Find out now in today's video. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. So far, I've only covered one other, Tales to Astonish, and I'll link to it in the video description below. I have plenty more of these issues, along with Tales of Suspense, and I plan on covering some of them in the future. Today's issue features the first appearance of Janet Van Dyne, or better known as the Wasp. Now, even though these can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the issue. Since each book is from my own collection, you can expect their conditions to vary. Today's issue has a slightly worn cover, but there won't be anything to detract from the story. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like Special Marvel Edition number 15, Amazing Spider-Man number 70, Captain America number 193, and all 4 issues from the 1984 limited series West Coast Avengers. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel. I post new comics each week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another issue. Tales to Astonish number 44 was published in June of 1963. Editor-in-chief was Stan Lee. Cover artists were Jack Kirby, Don Heck, Stan Goldberg, and Artie Simek. There are 2 stories in this book. The first story, titled The Creature from Kosmos, was written by Stan Lee and H.E. Huntley, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Don Heck, and lettered by Artie Simek. The second story, titled Hunted, was written by Stan Lee, penciled and inked by Steve Ditko, and lettered by Terry Szenics. The book consists of 36 pages with a cover price of 12 cents. Our first story begins as Ant-Man returns to his lab from a mission, and as he tries to relax, he can't help but dwell on his loneliness. As his mind begins to wander, we see through his memories the loss of his late wife. It happened years ago while on their honeymoon. They visited her native country of Hungary, even though Hank feared that her history as a political prisoner would make her a target. And sure enough, shortly after arriving, Hank is knocked out and Maria is taken away by armed men. When Hank awakens at the American Embassy, he learns that his wife has been murdered, to serve as a lesson to those who wish to leave the Iron Curtain. Coming back to the present, Hank realizes that he might need a partner one day, and while he studies wasp biology, his concentration is interrupted by a knock at the door. The visitors standing in his doorway are Professor Vernon Van Dyne and his daughter Janet. Hank can't help but notice how Janet reminds him of his late wife, and Janet is surprised to have feelings for Dr. Pym after only just meeting him. Professor Van Dyne asks Hank to look at his gamma ray device, but when Hank explains that his expertise is in biology, not astronomy, they both leave. Returning home with his gamma ray device, Professor Van Dyne activates it to contact another planet, and inadvertently transports a creature to Earth. The creature is from the planet Kosmos, and he uses his powers to kill Professor Van Dyne. He then escapes into the city. Later, Janet stumbles upon her father's body and calls Hank Pym for help. Hank changes into Ant-Man and heads over to investigate the scene. After investigating the lab, Ant-Man tells Janet to report her father's death. He then tells her to see Dr. Pym. Greeting Janet back at his lab, Hank Pym reveals to her that he is Ant-Man and asks her to become his sidekick, the Wasp. Not far away, the creature from Kosmos starts to attack the city. and once Janet agrees, they quickly begin the process of preparing her wasp suit. They then join the military on the bridge, ready to defend it from the creature. But unfortunately, the creature is too powerful, and it quickly overpowers the military. Unable to stop it, Ant-Man and the Wasp return to their lab, where Ant-Man devises a compound to counteract the creature's acid. Ant-Man loads the compound into shotgun shells, and with the help of his ants, he's able to shoot the creature several times, causing it to disperse and slowly fade away. With the battle won, Hank and Janet return home, Hank having found a partner by his side, and Janet determined to have him one day fall in love with her. Some of the advertising found in this issue is a full-page ad to learn air conditioning and refrigeration from the Commercial Trades Institute. There's another full-page ad to learn radio and television electronics at home with NRI training equipment. And on the back is a full-page ad for the famous Artist School studio featuring Albert Dorn. Our second story today opens many years in the future, and New York City is now the capital of Earth. We find a man attempting to flee the city after he's reported to be a plague carrier. And as he tries to remain hidden, no matter where he goes, the police are on his heels. Finally, he's cornered, and the police move in to remove the plague from him. It's soon revealed that the so-called plague turns out to be a handgun which he had stolen from a museum, and officials were worried it could bring back the plague of war. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please subscribe to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, thanks for watching.